Good morning, good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Hey, hey, hey. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Not that booty fell. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Morning, Mr. Mason. Fancy seeing you here. Oh dear.
Do you remember that song?
What? Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Yeah. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but can you remember who used to use it?
No.
Chris Evans.
Did I?
Wake up, it's a
I
beautiful.
didn't know that.
He used to use it in his radio show. Chris, Wake up, it's a beautiful morning.
Oh, he
Chris
did.
Evans
Yeah, he
on
did.
the radio.
He did. I'm feeling a little better, Anne. I'm carrying a bit of water retention this morning, though. I can feel it round my knees and that. So, yeah, took some painkillers, but I took them earlier on. So, I'm going to be yawning, but I'll be fine. Good morning, Melanie. How are you? Morning, John. You're up early. You said you'd be in bed. It's only just come downstairs. I went on TikTok earlier. Morning, guys. I went on TikTok earlier, and I think I woke him up then because he come down and he says, "Oh, I thought you'd done chit chat," and I said, "No, I done TikTok." Morning, Nita. How are you, lovely? What to?
Town crier.
Town crier. I'm not a town crier. Got a bit of makeup, I think, on my camera. Morning, Shazzy. Morning, Cassie. Hope everybody fans not telling TikTok about sheep's fannies. I've not been doing TikTok long enough. They don't know my personality. I can't talk about sheep's fannies, can I? Good morning, Claire. How are you? Hope you're well. My phone's very, very dusty. I don't want to end live though. I'm just cleaning my phone. That's better, I think. Look at Lindsay. Look at Lindsay. What's she doing? I've had a rate coffee this morning. I've had Nescafe this morning. I had Nescafe in a while because I like, what do I like? Mellabirds. I like the chicory coffee. Dust. Let's turn it to dust. And I've had a spoonful of Nescafe, and it was a very big heat teaspoon. Back still out, but Nita, I wish I could send you some tablets. I wish I could give you some of mine. You've probably got some of your own, but yeah, I wish I could I was sending loads of healing to you, sweets. Just rest up, listen to your body, and don't push it like I do. Don't let your brain tell you that you can do things that you can't do. Hypo then, just a little. I'll come down with a rate, come down though, I'll tell you. I'm up, and then I'll just go with coffee. You're welcome, niece. John, one of your jobs today, polish Lindsay's phone. Yeah. He says it will be. It will be. I can pretend. What I'm going to say? I'm going to say something and I forgot what I'm going to say. Beautiful weather this morning. Looks like we're having that second summer coming in before the autumn starts. How lovely. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do history because I haven't read it from 5th of September, I don't think. So I'm going to do a bit of history, then I'm going to stop, talk and catch up with the rest of history. Because what we're on today, 8, bloody hell. Right, on the 5th of September, the condemned man was brought out at dawn just after 5 a.m. An unwilling firing squad of 11 soldiers who had served alongside him had been assembled. Today, in 1917, they were going to shoot one of their mates for the crime of desertion. Private Jimmy Smith was a decorated veteran, having fought with distinction. He had survived a bloody beach assault on Gallipoli, and he had fought at the Somme. There in October 1916, he had been buried alive by a blast and terribly wounded. The mental damage was even greater. He was horribly traumatized. In England, he discharged himself from hospital and tried to hide in his mum's terraced house in Bolton, but was dragged out by military police. Back on the front line, he refused to obey orders, and in July 1997, he walked out of the trenches. He was given a sham trial. He did not speak. He was not represented. No consideration was given to the mental trauma that the army doctors had acknowledged. He received the death penalty. General Douglas Haig confirmed it, and on the morning of the 5th of September, he was tied to a chair, blindfolded. A blindfold was placed over his eyes, and a white piece of paper pinned as a target over his heart. His comrades fired. No one wanted to hit him, and instead of being killed outright, he was wounded and lay writhing on the floor. The young officer in charge was supposed to finish him with a revolver, but balked and ordered Private Richard Blundell, a particular friend of Jimmy's, to take the revolver. At 5:51 a.m., as the sun rose above the battlefield, Blundell shot his mate in the temple. Blundell carried this trauma to his grave. On his deathbed, aged 96, his daughter reports that just before the end, he shouted, "Jimmy Smith." The British Army condemned 3,000 people to death in the First World War, but carried out just over 300 executions. Many of these men are now believed to have been carrying mental wounds sustained in appalling conditions of the industrial battlefield. In 2006, all of them received a government pardon. Wow! Let us know. Let us know how he gets on. No, it's not fair, Nita, at all. I don't know if I've said morning amber, I'll say it now. On the 6th of September, it was the last journey of the National Treasure. Like Samson shorn off his locks, the ship had lost its cannon, its mast, riggings, chain plates, anchor cable, and much of its ballast. Now a squat, ungainly hulk, it beetled up the Thames today in 1838, and sadly reduced relic of the mighty ship it had once been. During the Napoleonic Wars 3 decades earlier, the battleship had surged across oceans, her bows thrusting white spray high into the air, and she was driven along the acres of canvas hanging from 3 towering masts built from 5,000 oak trees, carrying 98 guns. Tremere had followed close behind HMS Victory at Trafalgar. She had rescued her flagship as it was surrounded by enemy ships, firing a missile double-shotting broadside onto the French Redoubtable, which left it a floating wreck. Now tugpoles hold it up to the oily Thames towards Rotherhithe. It has always been more convenient to toast war heroes than to care for them. By 1838, she was falling apart and was sold to the breaker John Beatson for £5,530. Today, she was being dragged to his yard and for breaking up and recovery. Watching, apparently, was an artist. He was so taken by the symbolic of the journey that he painted it. His name was J.M.W. Turner. Turner always called his painting the Fighting Tremere, tugged to her last berth up to be broken up, 1838. My darling. It is an allegory. The setting sun, the ancient sailing ships dragged to its fate by steam-powered tugs. Nostalgia is an area of rapid technology change. The inevitability of decay. Everyone and everything, even the one state-of-art victor of Trafalgar, eventually gets to tow to the breaker's yard. Me too. He scratches everything. I think he's infected. Oh, bless him. I hope it's more of a heat rash. On the 7th of September, today, in 1978, Giorgio Ivan Markov felt a sharp sting, like an insect bite, as he crossed Waterloo Bridge on his way to his job at the BBC. He looked round and saw a man fumbling with an umbrella. There was no sign of rain. He continued on his way to work at the World Service, where he employed to the broadcast radio programme aimed at his native Bulgaria. He had been a writer and a playwright, but had deflected to the West in 1971. His withering criticisms of the Bulgarian regime and its cult of personality around the Communist Party leader, Todor Zovic, Zivikov, marked him as an enemy and a target for assassination. By the time he arrived at the office, he had a welt on the back of his right thigh. He mentioned the incident and the umbrella to colleagues as his pain grew worse through the day. But that evening, he had a fever and went to the hospital in Balham. He never left. 4 days later, he died. A post-mortem revealed a metal pellet the size of a pinhead embedded into the dead man's leg. Tiny cavities in it had been filled with ricin, a potent toxic for which at the time there was no antidote. The tiny projectile was fired by a one of them inside the umbrella. KGB defectors later confirmed that they helped to arrange the assassination. No one has ever been charged in connection with the murder. The ingenious delivery system and unstoppable toxin combined to make the most infamous of Cold War assassinations, one that has helped to give the conflict its enduring reputation as a game played by gadget-wielding spies and hitmen. Morning, Judy. Now we're on today's date, which is the 8th of September. Statues are always political. Today, in 1504, the people of Florence crowded to see Michelangelo's latest masterpiece, positioned at the entrance of the town hall, the seat of civic government in the heart of the Republic, the Palazzo Vecchio. David, hero of the chosen people, the Israelites, loomed over the plaza, his eyes flashing defiantly in the direction of Rome. The biblical hero had humbled the mighty Goliath, and now the symbol of Florence, determined to preserve its liberty from its enemies. Be they the Medici, so recently expelled from Florence, or the Borgians, whose ambition to enlarge the papal states around Rome seemed limitless. The statue has been commissioned 40 years before Michelangelo completed it, and was initially awarded to another sculptor and then another. Both sculptors rejected the commission due to the terrore, or imperfections in the marble. Aged only 26, Michelangelo took on the task of sculpting this huge block of marble. 2 years later, produced a massive figure, 17 feet high, weighing over 5 tons, which at the time was considered to be revolutionarily portrayed. Unusually, Michelangelo chose to portray him as a man rather than a boy, and before he faces Goliath, rather than after with the giant's severed head as a trophy, his sling rests over his shoulders. His hand grips the rock. The curled muscles and veins on this astonishing masterpiece are so lifelike. The people joke that Michelangelo had been asked to sculpt David, not bring him to life. So we're up to date now on honours history, so that's good. That was sad history though from first one. That was really sad. Morning, John. Hope you're okay. What's your plans for today? Our plans for today are we've got to get dressed. We've got to go and get John a suit because we haven't got a suit. So we've got to go get John a suit. We've got to call to my mum's, and then we're coming home. And then I think John might finish off garden if he feels up to it or not. We're not sure yet. So yeah, hopefully I can get out. Because I'm still in pain. Oh, I need, even if I just go in car, I can sit in car while we get to my mum's. And John will have to go in shops on his own to get his suit. But it's a pain in the arse. What's everybody else's plans for today? Anybody got any good plans happening? Hopefully John will be live later, but we're going to see how he feels. What did you turn?
Deceitful people don't get your attention anymore.
That's quite relevant. That's quite apt, actually, that one. I think that's all. I don't think we've got much planned, have we, really, for today? John's going to try and get out tonight. Cleaning today. Going to see Mum. Oh, that's good, Melanie. You're going to see your mum as well. That's good. I'm hoping she's baked cakes. Not that she'll give me none anyway. She knows I'm dieting, so she hides all the cakes that she makes. because she always makes some really nice cakes. Paperwork, and more paperwork. Oh, Claire, you're going to need a break. Dear. So, yeah, John might be live tonight. He'll only be going local if he goes out, I think, tonight, because I think he's going to be on his own. I'm not up for going out, I don't think, unless we can get Big Red out. I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel. If I feel up to it, and Claire's got her paperwork done, then we shall be going out napping and some sewing, hopefully. Oh, that's good. I did a bit of crocheting yesterday. I crocheted this. Oh, crocheted that blanket. It's only a little blanket. I've done it a bit so at bottom. It goes a little bit wonky. But so that's it that way. I don't know if you can see it. I crocheted that little blanket yesterday. I wanted to do some, just get back into crocheting. But I tried to fan it out at bottom a little bit by doing them stitches. Yeah. I don't know why I've made that. I ain't got any granddaughters to get to. It's my grandson's 10th birthday, so pizza night for him, doing my over the phone, but I'll make it. Oh, bless Anne. Happy birthday to him, Anne. Thank you, Nita. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at what else I can crochet. I haven't crocheted for ages. Well, not properly. So I thought if I start doing an easy blanket, I'll have a look what goodies I can do later. I'm trying to make some them thingy bobbles, though. What do you scrunchies? And have a look at doing some scrunchies for me hair. Oh, and I've got my Moz's food coming. They didn't have one loaf of bread in their store last night, so I've done an online order. There wasn't much in stock online either, to be fair. Bloody hell. Morning, Rachel. How are you, my lovely? Have you managed to settle in the new house yet, Rach? I don't know. Do you know, you better buy in flour, Claire, and getting Aaron to make some bread. Getting Aaron, I think that's what I'm going to do. Buy some flour and try and let John do his own bread. If there's none in shop. Your grandma crocheted, did she, Melanie? I love crocheting, me. I find it so therapeutic. It is when I can get the stitch right. If I can't get the stitch right, then it's a nightmare, because then I start throwing wool about house because it annoys me. Much, yeah. I move on the 24th. Oh, that's right. Good, Rachel. You have to let us know when you're all settled in. And if we're passing, we'll have to call in for a cuppa and come and have a chit chat with you, Rach. I bet you can't wait. Are you living out of boxes then at minute? You've got to check check on them bungalows as well. Put some bids in on bungalows, so we're hoping we're going to get. I'm not eating his gluten-free bread. Get him to make you some more. I knit and crochet. It's relaxing. It is, isn't it? I find it so relaxing. But like I said, Nita, do you know, it's relaxing when I know what I'm doing. If it's like a new topic that I'm doing, then, and I can't get stitched right, it just drives me crackers. But only thing that I'm doing, what I'm getting now, is when I'm crocheting the heads. When I'm trying to crochet a ball, I don't know why these big holes in between stitches, so I'm gonna have to try and change the stitch. I'm considering buying a bread maker though and giving it. I love bread. Do you know? Smell at bread makers are absolute like phenomenal. They smell gorgeous. So yeah, I'd get a bread maker if we were eating bread. Morning, Cheryl, my lovely. Shelley, my lovely. Yeah, it gets me crackers at times. It does. Not got a house yet, but at mum's until we can find a house. Long story. And house or hard to get at the moment. Oh, tell me about it. We've got daughter coming to stay with us from first, because they've got their deposit. Just house prices are just too high, and they can't. And yeah, but house prices are supposed to be dropping after December, so keep an eye out then, Rachel, because Yeah, house prices are supposed to be coming down after September. They've sort of like gone up and then gone up again, but they're going to be hitting rock bottom. Morning, Andrew. But yeah, it's just morning, Shazza. It's just a nightmare. I'm a hooker too. Are you a hooker too, Jules? I make my own bread and it's brilliant. I loved when I used to look after this bloke. He used to do his own bread and stuff, and he called me his PA. I weren't his carer, I was his PA, but basically I was his carer. And I used to go in, and he used to make tomato bread, and he knew that that was my favourite. So once a week I'd go in and I'd have a loaf of tomato bread waiting for me on side. But the smell was delicious because you'd be cooking it through night, set timers that it cooks. So in the morning, it was nice and warm, so you could have a slice of warm bread and butter. It was lovely. I tried knitting, but after hold one of my needles right between my legs, I gave up. Dear Claire. Try crocheting. It's easier. It's only one. Nothing like the smell of fresh baked bread. There isn't, Shelley. It's nothing fine. Fresh baked bread and coffee. Coffee percolators or whatever they're called. The smell of fresh ground coffee in the morning. I think they're so homely smells. They always say though, don't they? If they're selling your house, that's what you need to do. You need to get some bread in oven, or like I said, bread maker, just so it's got that homely smell. Makes people want to buy your house. Hubby's tormenting me, and Parrot just called him a twat. Oh, Jules, you're gonna have to video that and send it me. Morning, Andrew. You know you're in trouble when you have to cut grass with a trimmer to get to a decent level. Andrew, that was like John yesterday, though. Ours was shocking, weren't it? Our grass yesterday, but it's all done now. It's all looking nice and neat. Hedge trimmer. Oh my God. Bored at work. Oh, bless Gemma. Are you working this morning? Hope you ain't got a long day. Hope you get finished early-ish afternoon, so you can enjoy some of this sunshine. Unless you can sneak out of work and sit outside and do some work. Go and lay in the garden or something. They will only get a fart smell and dog fur. What, from garden? Oh dear. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we've got no real set plans. Is there just to get a suit? I think, unless you wanted to wait for the weekend to get your suit. But we'll have to see. Hope you're well this morning, Gemma. But yeah, good morning to everyone I've missed. Someone let me down, so I drew the short straw. It's awful that though, when people say that they're going to be coming to do something and then they let you down last minute. It's not good. Not that it can be helped, because obviously there's reasons why people let us down. But yeah, sorry, press wrong button. Got bad eyes. Press angry face. Melanie, you're not only one. Andrew does it all the time. Andrew puts angry faces, and I don't think they're meant to be angry faces. It's just one of them things. It's just how you fancy. It's just how your finger hits it, isn't it? Morning, Tracy. Are you still at work, sweets? Or are you? I can't remember whether I asked on TikTok whether you were finishing home. Hope John's feeling okay, sending my love, and you're feeling a bit better. I will do, Tracy. Well, he's here now anyway, Tracy, so he'll have heard me saying that. And yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's cold weather that's coming in. No, it's outside bets. No worries, Tracy. Just keep us updated. Yeah, it's only small but overgrown. Morning, Laura. My kids have gone back to school. Have they, Laura? Are you enjoying the day, or are you missing them already? Or is that a daft question? But yeah, I don't think, like I said today, I don't know what, but I mean, we can go for a suit at weekend if we need to. We can go and check. We can actually go to Meadowhall at weekend, I think. But now kids have gone back to school, it might be worth going Friday. So yeah, I want to go out somewhere in daytime, but I don't want to sitting on scooter can just do as much damage as what sitting in my chair can, to be fair, when my bike's like this. Me and emojis don't get on. I know. But do you know, it's difficult because them emojis, when you go to press the heart one, sometimes it just takes it like has its own thing, and you don't realize you've touched the button, and then you've touched it. Yeah, you are at 1:30. I think you're gonna boat Great Yard. I'm gonna set my time. I'm gonna go and see if I can set a reminder, so I don't miss this one. I see things twice. Oh, bless you, Melanie. But it's a pain in the ass, isn't it? I mean, I think you can change them. You just have to click back on icon and you can change them. But it's just a pain in the arse. Amount of people when we'll be live and they put in angry faces, I'm thinking, why are angry faces coming? And then I'll look and I'll just use Yolanda, or I'll use Andrew and Yolanda, and I'll look and it'll be Andrew and Yolanda that's put angry face, and I'm like, why have they put angry face? And it isn't. It's because it's had its mind of its own, and emojis just put what they want to do. Them emojis are so easily hit. They're shocking. Yeah, you only have to hover and you're in, but you do. Like if you just waited to decide, do I do it or don't I do it, whatever. It just does it for you. I'm sure they've got their own minds, these emojis. They just come on when they've got. I've got diplopia. Have I said that right? I might not have said that right. Is that similar to dyslexia? That diplopia. I don't think I've heard of that. I might have, but not in them terms. Mine is because I've got fat fingers. Oh dear. Yeah, but everybody's got fat fingers when it comes to phones, because the finger. Yes, no, it's a bit like, oh, double vision. Oh, get you, my lovely. Do you have to wear a certain glasses then for that, Melanie, to help, or is it something that you just have to learn, that you've had to learn to live with, sweet? That's going to be a right pain in the arse. I got fat fingers too, and I always mess up when trying. You have to decipher my messages. You do, me mother. Oh my God! You send her a message, and if it's longer than 2 words coming back to you, you need to get the alphabet out and try and decipher. It's shocking. And then she sends happy birthdays to wrong people when it's not their birthdays. Birthday reminder comes up, and she's sending everybody happy birthdays, and it's not the birthdays. Shocking. It's shocking. So Tracy's gonna buttons too tiny. No finger is safe. No, they're not. Honestly, pinholes help, but got health issues too, so can't spell. Oh, bless you, Melanie. Listen, don't you worry about it. We know what you're meaning when you put in chat, and if it's spelt wrong, don't worry. My spelling's shocking. I can't pronounce words properly, so I get all my words mistangled up. Yeah, don't ever be worried or embarrassed, Melanie. It's just one of our special qualities that make us who we are. We're all unique. Embrace the difference is what I say. Your mum sounds like me. I'm short-sighted and long-sighted, got prisms and varifocals. I don't know. I can see things far away. If I take my glasses off now, all this chat looks like it's all mingled into one. You're welcome, Melanie. Boris won't go with a vet. He's put the brakes on. Oh, but it makes me laugh that when dogs do that. Just dragging him along, floating to the vet's office, and it's like if we put his clothes out, we can stay, and they can't, can they? It's just so funny watching him being pulled. I just pick him up, put him on the table, and leave him to it. Bless it. But ain't it funny? Our dogs are very, very clever. Even Fifi, it's not very often we have to take her to vets for anything. And every time we go to take her, we'll be in car. As soon as we get out of the car, she goes really, really funny. And it's like she knows where she is. He's a lump to pick up. He is. Melanie. No, for me, Lindsay finds it hard to read my messages, so don't worry, sweetheart. Oh, bless you, Anne. But you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? As long as we all know and everybody's respected, then we're okay. You should see Dad play on a bench. Really should have asked someone else. Bless him. My middle name is Is it Isha? My middle name is Aisha. Aisha. One eye higher than the other. Do you know, Andrew? I like that name, Aisha or Aisha. I like that name. I think it's a beautiful name. But yeah, it's just a total pain in the arse. It's like me when I'm reading my books. I can't get words out. Who wants very quickly? Who wants an oracle reading this morning? You have to put me please in chat if you want me to do you an oracle daily oracle book. I'm not telling you what my middle name is. What on earth is Fifi up to? She's barking because she can hear people outside, so she's barking, and she does my head in. Right, so let's see who we've got first. I'll start from top. So we've got Anne first. So this one's for our Anne. Easy come, easy go. That's what I've got for Anne. Claire. Home is wherever the hell you want it to be, my lovely. Shazay. No one knows your real value as much as you do, Shazay. I think I've done an Anta. Judith. Beware of false prophets, Judith. My lovely. Nita. Trust your gut, Nita. Trust that gut instinct. Tracy. Hang on, do it again. Tracy, this one's for you. Stop thinking so much and let yourself feel, my lovely. Anybody else for one of these readings? You could ask a question if you wanted. I think you can do questions with this daily oracle. Seek answers from your higher self. You're more than welcome. I think I got everybody then, didn't I? I don't know. I might come on later again. I'm gonna go back on to that was for you, Tracy Stevens. Why have I got another Tracy in chat? Thought I'd only got you in chat, Tracy. Sorry. She's gonna pull my tongue out. Can it be Windsor Castle? I'll invite you for tea and biscuits and an investigation. Yeah. If you can get Windsor Castle, Claire, I'll come for tea and biscuits and an investigation. I know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow. Or you know nothing, Jon Snow. So yeah, I'm gonna go live on TikTok later on. Do you want me to? I'll put a post on Facebook just before we go live, and I'm gonna be doing the daily oracles. So yeah, Melanie. I think I missed Did I miss Melanie off? I ain't done Melanie yet, have I? Melanie, you deserve dignity and respect just like everyone else. Sure up. Mr. Mason, stop picking on Miss Stevens. Otherwise, we'll punch you in the face. I'm joking. I won't punch you. Oh, dear me. Violence is never the answers. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm going to go live later on doing some daily oracle. I actually really like working with this book. I don't know where my other book's gone. I think it's over on table. But I might work with these books this afternoon. But I'll go on TikTok first, and then I'll probably come back on YouTube and Facebook. But I don't know whether to do YouTube and Facebook when you've actually done when you finished investigation. Go on then, because then it's like the thing is now the time. Oh, he's in vets now. Oh, fingers crossed for him. I might go on after John's done investigation onto Facebook and YouTube. We'll see, or I might go on about 7. about 7 and do some daily oracle work. If you smile when you do it, is it still violence though? No, because you're doing it jokingly, aren't we? If you laugh, poof. If you laugh when we do it, then nobody can say that yeah. Only works for us though, Tracy. It don't work for anybody else. Oh, great morning, Lindsay. Have a great day, both of you. Take it easy. Look after yourself. Sending love. Thank you, and you too, my lovely. I'll make sure you have a good day as well. And everybody, listen to your bodies. Don't push them. Don't push your bodies. Just make sure you listen and yeah. Don't be naughty. Soldier's not on this morning. I hope he's okay. I hope he had a good night's sleep last night. And you're feeling much better, aren't you, my lovely? Looking forward to rearranging to come down and see you both. Like I say, I could even go for like a lunch, so go somewhere for his dinner or something, or meet at a local buffet. This has made my day brilliant. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Melanie. Join us more often, Melanie, in the morning. But normally I do chit chat mornings every morning. Just been having a bit of a funny week though these last couple of weeks. So, but I'm back on it. I'm revved and ready to go. I've just got to remember to have my coffee in the morning. That coffee's just sort of like boosted me up, and it's like, woo! Head's about to fly off me. I'm kicking my foot about. I'm moving my foot, swinging my foot side to side because I'm like, I feel I've got energy. I got energy. Normally lunchtime though. What's normally lunchtime? What's normally lunchtime? I forgot what I was saying.
You come on doing shit.
Yeah, it's normally lunchtime, isn't it? Yeah, it's back 11:15, and then sometimes it's back 2 o'clock. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care, and always remember to smile. It's infectious. It is. If you smile at one person you walk past, even if they don't smile at you, what you do you know, if you smile at somebody and they don't smile at you, go like that, and then they're like, and then they might smile at you. They might not. They might tell you to do one yourself. But if they don't smile, give them something to get a reaction. Right, break over. I'm back to it. Where you are? You go back in garden. Hurry up before this heat comes. It's going to be an heat wave this afternoon. Even I might oil myself up and go and lay in the sun. Yes, Lindsay, we will definitely meet up. Joyce is in. Yes, definitely. And I'm sure you two ladies will know of a nice little eatery somewhere. Whether it's a tea and coffee room or a pub or wherever. We shall leave that up to you two, because you'll know best places to actually meet up. Could even meet up in a park if there's a coffee van. Wherever you think's best, and we'll leave it to you. I could just drink a vanilla milkshake and espresso mixed together from McDonald's. I love them. I love them. What is it that we have? Is it a frap? Caramel frap. They're right nice from Mackie D's. Other places do them. As long as they do the ice properly, then they're really nice. I like them. Could make your own, Jules. Could make your own. Put some milk in your freezer in little bowls or in an ice cube tray. Freeze your milk. Then get your blender. Put your coffee in. Add your other milk and then chuck your ice in and blend it round, and it should go nice. I wanted a milkshake the other night and they didn't have any. They didn't, did they? They didn't have any. Sunday night, never go to McDonald's because they don't have milkshakes on a Sunday. They clear out their devices on a Sunday. No McDonald's does a milkshake on a Sunday. Not at night anyway. Tracy Stevens, no chicken nuggets. Ooh, they have no milkshake. I know. Not on a Sunday night, Tracy, not on a Sunday night. I'm not bothered about chicken nuggets. Actually, they're not as bad now because they're 100% chicken. Before, when they were feet and eyes and ears and pools and that, they weren't nice chicken nuggets. But now they're 100% chicken breast. They're a lot nicer than what you were eating before. There were toenails and lot in them, weren't they? Beaks, eyeballs, eyelashes. There. And we all used to eat them. They were so tasty, but not as tasty as what the breasty ones now are. Actually, I think the old ones had more taste, but that was because of all the shite that went in them. Well, yeah, chickens have got ears. So obviously ears go in and everything. Bumholes, wheels. We have no McDonald's here. Don't you have a McDonald's, Judith? Wow, how far's your nearest one then? Put it in on Google Maps. McDonald's nearest to me. Do you have any? Do you just have normal takeaways then, Judith? Oh, Boris is on steroids and antibiotics. Oh, bless him. So is it an ear infection, or is it like an heat rash? Toenails. Never eat anything unless it's 100%. Oh dear. Dear's laughing. Yeah, dear. Oh, bless him. Well, hopefully these steroids and antibiotics will get him back on track. Bless his little cotton socks. Yeah, I think it'll sending him loads of healing. Yeah, just think that nobody knows really what's in food or what used to be in food. Now everything's not in Guernsey. Wow.
Did you know?
Did I know?
In America.
In America.
In Georgia.
In Georgia.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
It's illegal to keep an ice cream cone in your pocket.
It's illegal to keep an ice cream cone in your pocket. Why would you keep an ice cream cone in your pocket? It's not in Guernsey. Do you know, I'd love to come over there, Judy. It's beautiful. We've got 3 and we're only in the town. Jules, I think we've got a McDonald's at least every 10 minutes drive. As soon as you drive 10 minutes, there's a McDonald's. You drive another 10 minutes, there's a McDonald's. You get into town centre and there's about 8 McDonald's. It's shocking. Sheffield's really bad for fast foods. McDonald's, go on, KFC. Subways are starting to pop up all over now, aren't they? Burger Kings. I could just eat an ice cream. You know what you want to get, Claire? Go to Tesco's. You could probably get them in other shopping brands as well. But if you go to Tesco's or go to Toes or Sco's or whatever we're calling it, get some bubble gum lollies. Oh my God, they are gorgeous. They're like a sorbet. So it's like, and they're only 61 calories, so you're doing good. But the bubble gum flavour, they're really beautiful. No Burger King, no KFC. Wow. So what eateries do you have then, Judith? What different takeaways do not like fast food outlets then, or is there none? Wouldn't be a bad idea though, for all towns just to have one of each. At least then there'd be no competition. But saying that, some of them do nicer food than other, don't they? Hey dear, don't talk about McDonald's anyway. Well, this morning for my breakfast at 12 o'clock, I'm having 30 grams of Rice Krispies, and the Tesco's own brand, so they're only 116 calories for 30 grams. I'm having 100 grams of skimmed milk, 100 millilitres of skimmed milk, that's 37 calories, and 1 teaspoon of honey, but I've put 30 calories down because I think it's just a tad over a teaspoon. So that's for my breakfast. I used to love those blue ice pops, but I always ended up with a blue mush. These bubblegum ones don't. They're really nice. We have Chinese Indian pizzas, and we got loads of Costa coffees. Still love Costa. I've got to admit, I do love a Costa coffee. See, that's all you really need, though, isn't it? A couple. Have you weighed yourself? I have, Anne, but I shouldn't get weighed in while tomorrow. But according to scales, I think I've put about 4 pounds on. Don't know how. I think it's water retention because all my knees are quite swollen. And because of medication and everything else I've been taking, I think it's just water retention. So next week, hopefully I'll go back below what I were this last week, if that makes sense, because I've not done anything bad this week really. I've had one night off, and that was when we went to thingy on Sunday, but apart from that, no, I've been good. So I think it's just water retention that I'm going to put on. But it'll be my first big game. Well, not big game, but first gain I've had. I don't think I've gained. I think I've maintained and this is in 77. No, what will it be tomorrow? In 78 days, I've maintained. This will be the first time I've put a gain on. But I think the heat does it as well, doesn't it? Has Dave done well this week? That's good. Is Dave just doing what he does before, or is he calorie counting, Tracy, or is he on a certain eating plan? My meals are on plan for Slimming World. It's just what I eat in between. Do you know, Gemma? Just don't be hard. Do you know the thing is what we've all got to realise is don't be hard on ourselves. 95 quid later, bless. Don't be hard on yourself when it comes to weight, because things. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves when we're doing stuff.
In Minnesota,
Yeah,
you're not allowed to cross state lines with a duck on top of your head.
aren't you? To live in America. But yeah, I think for me, you just can't you can't be hard on yourself. And if you have a bad day, it's one bad day. It's one bad day out of 7. So just get back on plan as soon as you can. The heat, yeah, it does. The heat does it to me as well. It's awful. Doesn't matter. It's been a hard week and water on knee, so put tap on knees and you do you know I could do with a tap on my knee, just to turn it so it all drains. I'd love to be able to drain the whole body though, but it's just not possible, is it? I wonder if your tummy is like like a lemon, like if you want to get juice out of a lemon, if you squash your lemon first or your orange, if you squash it and roll it about a bit and then you poke it, it just shoots out, doesn't it, all juice. I wonder if I did that on my tummy, if I let John roll on my tummy. And then I put a pin in it and see whether it things steroids and drops. So yeah, Tracy said, Dave, you're doing excellent, Lindsay. John, so proud of you both. I know, my love. But like you said, things happen in life and you've got no control over. And I think when when you're doing like a diet or you're trying to eat healthily, it becomes a control thing. It becomes no bedroom antics in here. That's not bedroom antic rolling on my belly. But I think we put too much pressure on ourselves sometimes, and you've got to realize that not every day is going to be the day that you're going to stick to it. But just as long as your mind frame's in a good place, you're in a good place, then if you do come off your eating plan, you can cope with it better, and better just by thinking, do you know what? It's just one of them days. Just one of them days. It can't be helped. But try not to put pressure on yourselves, because there's nothing worse when you're dieting or healthy eating and you find that you're putting too much pressure on yourself. And I think at Slimming World and Weight Watchers, and anywhere else where you go, there's added pressure because you've got other people there. And I think sometimes you can feel a bit judged by others. Hang on, I don't eat solid food now. Can't swallow it. Got liquid stuff. I miss. Oh, bless you, Melanie, my lovely. Oh, bless you, sweets. I bet that's so difficult at times. But I suppose again, to keep you sane, you have to look for the positives within the negatives. To keep your mind in a healthy place. Go on.
In New Jersey,
yeah,
it's illegal for a man to knit during fishing season.
Oh, do you imagine a man fishing and knitting outside at fishing? Not allowed. You control the diet. Never let the diet control you. Exactly. That's exactly how it is, isn't it, Claire? But husband lets me smell his dinner. Melanie, do you know, I'd be like, you all letting me smell your dinner? I'd be like, eating garden, get in shed, not eating in front of me. If I can't eat solids, get out my sight. That's what I'd be telling him. Oh, bless. Well, if you ever need anybody to talk to, sweets, we're all here for you. And that goes for everybody in chat. If anybody's having a bad day or just wants a moan or a rant or a rave, we're all here to support you. I bet you've got great humour, Melanie. You sound like you've got great humour, my sweets. And you know what? I think humour's a big part of it, isn't it? Humour's a massive part of healthy mind kind of thing. I think sometimes in life, again, we take things too serious, and we panic, or we concentrate on things that don't need to be, that we can't, that again, we can't change. And I think life just becomes like a series of just like, you just find something else to worry about. I think the day when we can all not worry about anything is the day we'll all be finally free of ourselves. It keeps us going. Do you know, I think it keeps everybody going, and you've got such a lovely partner, Melanie. And I don't know if that's your little in photo, but you've got a beautiful family, my love.
Did you know in North Dakota,
Yeah,
it's illegal to fall asleep with your shoes on?
how would they know? How would they know if you fell asleep with your shoes on? Humor's the best thing. Humor, smiling, laughing, and humor is what makes you feel on top of world. Right, better get back to the grinding wheel. My paperwork is not going to do itself. Yes, you'd better get that pen and paper. Yeah.
It's illegal to get a fish drunk.
Who's making these up? Who's making them up? Grandson. Oh, bless, with him a lot of years ago. Oh, bless Melanie, my lovely. I've got 4 grandsons. I don't think I don't think I'll get a girl. I think I'll be stuck with boys until Mike's might have a girl in about 10 years. I don't know. Right, Claire, you have a good day. Make sure that you rest your fingers after a bit, though. I don't want you to get finger ache from all paperwork that you're doing. But yeah. Right then, I'm going to shoot myself, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed day. We shall see you later on TikTok for some daily oracles. Oh, John's got one more. Go on.
This is relevant.
Go on.
In Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
it's illegal to be a fortune teller.
Why? Don't live in Pennsylvania because it's illegal to be a fortune teller. But yeah, everybody have a blessed day. Neat, hope you managed to get some sleep, my sweet lady. Rest up. I'm so glad that you're on mend. Looking forward to meeting up. Everybody take care. Everybody, yeah, just laugh all day. And love to you all. And we'll see you on TikTok later. I'm back over here for some daily oracle readings, guys. So take care. See you soon. Bye. Love ya.